And good evening, good evening, good evening. Again, and Happy New Year to those of you that didn't join in for part one before when my stream crashed. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. And here we go, third time's a charm. Can you all hear me okay? Can you all hear me okay? I think there's a bit of a stream delay. Oh, brilliant. I'm going to have to put my glasses on, so if you bear with me glasses glare. Right, good evening to Adrian, No Sleep, Amco, Intrade, Ball Mechanic, Simon, Carl, who else? Paul, Automotive Solutions, ProGrip. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So we've had two failed attempts at live streams today. This is attempt number three, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes all right with this stream. Oh dear, oh dear. Hey, up, Wes? How are you, mate? So yeah, so I've got prepared. Been watching a uploaded all the updates and stuff like that. Got prepared with my brew in my SimplyDiag mug. I've got a nice little drop of single malt for if we need it a bit later. And I've been watching Bernie Thompson on YouTube, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will go okay. So today was my first day back at work in a very, very long time. It must be 2 months, 3 months, maybe something like that since I've been out to work. Um, as a lot of you'll know, I've been through a hey up JT. I've been through a very, very, very dark period, a bad patch with mental health, confidence, all that sort of thing, speaking to people. And I dipped my toe back in the water last month. I went up to Newcastle and did. Yeah, in trade we've got another full lockdown, mate. Tier 5. Yeah, I dipped my toe in the water. Went up to Newcastle for one of Andy Savard, the garage inspector. Well, I did two of his training courses up there. That helped me get back in and talking to people and interacting. And I've slowly come back onto social media a little bit at a time. Slowly, slowly. So hopefully we take it one step at a time. We should avoid all the pitfalls. I'm getting help now for my mental health and that. My friends as well are helping me. So hopefully we're on the road to recovery. So yeah, so I had a really really good day today. Back in work. Went to one of my local garages. Cheers, JT. Went to one of my local garages. Went to have a look at one job, which turned into four, which is really nice. I love it when that happens. Um, so I had a look at a BMW 1 Series. I think it was a 118D with the M57 engine in it. Loads of problems with the body module, body control, windows not working, central locking not working, interior lights staying on, the headlights staying on, all that sort of stuff. Hey up, Michael, how are you, mate? Um, There's some really, really crazy faults. So yeah, so basically, it took me a while to get back into it because I've not done anything for a while. So I was just nice and easy, nice and slow. Just took my time with it. And yeah, it turned out I didn't want to make a mistake on it. It turned out to be hey up Corey there with thanks mate. Appreciate that mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, it turned out to be the usual footwell module, the burned connection on the main battery lead, faulty footwell module. Diagnosed that no problem using the Drive Pro from Autologic IBS. check my powers and grounds, my inputs, my communication lines and stuff like that. Quite an easy job to condemn that. So once I got into that, and then we got 3 more sets of keys. So we had a Ford Focus ST that had an ABS fault. That was very, very, again, easy to diagnose. Key on, brake pressure reading was, I think it was 1,000 bar or something silly like that, that didn't alter at all when you press the brake, engine running, anything like that. All the inputs into the ABS were good power and ground, so again, you know, an internal fault in the module, very, very easy to condemn. So that was that. That was probably, I don't know, 15 minute diagnosis, something like that. Then I did, what did I do next then? A Seat Alhambra with an intake air temperature fault. Another garage had put a mass airflow meter on it. But on them, it was the TDI engine, CFFB, and the intake air on that isn't in the MAF. It's actually combined with the boost sensor. So a quick look at a wiring diagram and up on a ramp and a quick check, and we were able to condemn the sensor for a short to ground. I'm going to talk you through that. How I did that using a wiring diagram shortly. And then the final job was a Renault Twingo, a little petrol engine Renault. You guys over the pond, you won't have seen anything that small. Little rear engine petrol car, extended crank, and then when it was running, it was lacking in power, and that was logging a P0341 camshaft sensor fault. Very, you know, again, very easy to diagnose. Check the power, check the ground, check the signal coming out of the sensor. It was just flat line at 1.5 volts. Wasn't being pulled up, wasn't being pulled down. Whizzed the sensor out quickly. Had a look that the end of the sensor wasn't missing or anything like that. Nice easy diag. So yeah, you know, it was 4 nice easy jobs to ease myself back in. I was very, very pleased with that. Can you all still hear me okay? I don't seem to be dropping any frames now. Is everything still okay with the video and sound? Live chats. Yeah, brilliant, awesome. So yeah, so then, like I say, it's me first day back. Ease myself in gently. Tomorrow I'm going out to a Ford Galaxy, Ford S-Max, something like that. No start, again, no windows, all sorts of stuff like that. So that's going to be a nice job. I'm only working from approved garages at the moment, obviously with the COVID going on. So I've got a few local garages to me where the customers actually bring the vehicles to the garage, observe the waiting time and the sanitisation and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not taking any risks. You know, I don't want to take any chances at all bringing this home to my mum. Mum's not been well for a few days. Coughing and all that sort of stuff. So we've had her out day before yesterday, got her a COVID test, and we got the results back and all that's negative, so all good there. She's just got a winter cold, so I'm gonna take absolutely no chances whatsoever in bringing it back into the house. So like I say, I'm only working from selected garages at the minute, so the content will be a little bit slower. And 2 of the garages that I work at, I've got pretty poor 4G internet in the area, so the live streams might not be possible from there. But I've got 2 garages where I go to where there's really good internet, so hopefully I'm going to get some videos out for you. those videos are going to be, I've got some new kit coming. I've got the Top Down Phoenix Pro coming from Diagnostic Connections. So that's like the latest version of the ArtiPad. So I can't wait to get me hands on that and have a play with that. I've also got the new Hobby Tools scope that goes with the Hobby Tools sensor simulator that I've got, and also the new Hobby Tools breakout lead set, you know, like the ATS one, and that looks like a really good kit. So I'm looking forward to using that instead of me old breakout leads and that I used to have. So yeah, we've got some good times coming. We've also got one of our community members, Barry Lawson from Ian Lawson Motors. He sent me. I've got it here, still tucked under my desk. I'll not show you the address, but we've got the Autel TPMS kit, a TPMS tool from Autel. One of our community members, like I say, Barry from Ian Lawson Motors, up in Falkirk. He's donated that. That's going to be going out on a live giveaway. That's going to be done via a Zoom meeting for members of SimplyDiag.net. So if you remember at SimplyDiag.net, watch out for the announcement for the Zoom, for the live giveaway for that. We've got all sorts of stuff. House call, how are you, mate? Wise monkey, hey up. So yeah, so we've got a few things in the pipeline, but like I say, I am taking it very, very, very slowly. The one thing I don't want to do is go overboard and then end up dropping off the face of the earth again for another few months. So yeah, I've got the same tool, Carl. It's an absolutely brilliant TPMS tool. So yeah, so somebody's going to win that. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, we're just going to have a little 10-15 minute look at Alldata. I don't, as a lot of you. Hey up, Simon, how are you, mate? I like that channel subscriber symbol next to your name. Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, we're going to have a look at Alldata now. Because as members of SimplyDiag.net, there's actually discounts available and a free trial available from within the community portal. Yeah, mate, you're right there. So we're going to have a quick look at it, because at first glance, a lot of people think it's very, very daunting, and it's literally I've got four info resources available to me. I've got Alldata, which is my subscription. I pay for that. I've been an Alldata subscriber for a good few years. I've got Hella HGS, which I've been using now for about 2 years from Hella. That's absolutely awesome. I've got the Bosch ESI software. Again, brilliant learning resource. Loads of good stuff in that. Known goods, testing procedures. And then with my Autocom that's supplied to me by Diagnostic Connections. Well, actually, I've actually got two Autocoms. I've got one by Diagnostic Connections, and then I've got one from Opus IVS that came as the full part of the kit with the Drive Pro and the tablet and all that. So my Autocom there from Diagnostic Connections, it's got the Haynes Pro. So they're four info systems I use. My Hella I use for quick and easy stuff, but when I really want to know 100% from manufacturer's diagrams, my go-to is definitely Alldata. So we're just going to have a quick look at Alldata, because a lot of people say it's a bit it's a bit clunky in that to use. So we'll go over to that now, and we'll have a quick look how we diagnose this IAT fault. So we go on to that screen there, and then you don't need to see me, so I'll just drop my camera for the moment. Then I'm not in your way. So I've opened up I've opened up Alldata here. I'll just make the screen a bit bigger so you can see it. Okay, so I've opened up the screen here. It's app.alldata.com. No, there's in trade. There's other versions. There's a US version and there's a European version. This is the European version that I'm using. So it's app.alldata.com, and then that takes you to a login screen. You can see I'm logged in. Very, very easy screen. You can either select by VIN. The VIN search works quite well, as long as when you click on it there, make sure to hit the backspace button and make sure everything you type in there is in capitals. So for yeah, so basically if I want to look for a CFFB engine, I can just type CFFB and that will bring up all the vehicles, or a lot of vehicles that are fitted with that engine. Yeah. Like I say, this was a Seat Alhambra I was using. I was looking at today, and you can also see the vehicles I've looked at there. I've looked at an Alhambra. I've looked at a couple of different versions of Renault Megane because I was looking for a wiring diagram. JT, so I think I pay about £60 a month for my Alldata. Hey Atty, how are you, mate? I think I pay about £60 including VAT for my Alldata. I've had it for years, but I know that there's a discount available which makes it less than that for SimplyDiag.net members. So there is, like I say, there's a discount available. And all this information here, it's not redrawn, it's everything from the manufacturer. So you can see I've been having a look at a few different things. So we'll click on recent vehicles, say Alhambra. And then that takes me to the 2-litre TDI 2012 model year, 140 horsepower CFFB engine. And then you can see we can either filter by keywords. So for example, if I just wanted to put powertrain, I could put powertrain, and it should filter it down. No, maybe not. Or we can scroll down. We can click on powertrain management. So let's try that again. So let's look for something within that. So let's say if we put fuel. And it takes us down to everything that's got fuel. So it's actually quite a difficult way to do it. The other way we can do is we can go over here for vehicle information. All right, Carl, catch you later, mate. Thanks for dropping in. So we can go to vehicle information here, and all I want to type in there is intake. And you can see there it's give us 103 results. Search suggestions, intake manifold 2-litre TDI, all that. Description, operation, locations, overviews, all that sort of stuff. Testing, diagrams, adjustments, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're still not getting where we want to be. So we can narrow that down. The component code for the intake air temperature sensor is G31. So I can have a look there. So what have we got? G31, we've got 10 suggestions for that. And it's come up with that there, the diagrams one. 2-litre diesel engine, CFFB. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at this, but what we're not going to do is just click straight on that. Because if we click on that, then the whole screen is going to change. What we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to open it in a new tab. Yeah. So now that then now opens up into a new tab. And it still leaves it still leaves my home page here. So for example, if I then want to go and look for powertrain management, and I want to look for component locations or TSBs or whatever, yeah, TSBs by symptom. Yeah, I've got the TSBs and all that there, although they are in German for this particular vehicle. But then again, if I want to open that TSB, right click, open in new tab, and it will open. I've still got my home page here. So I always use right click and open in new tab. So there we go, we've got our current flow diagram now, but we've got pages and pages and pages of wiring diagrams. So what we want to do is we want to get straight to our G31. Hey up, Luke, how are you, mate? Well, we're all right. We've not dropped any frames yet, so we should be good. So what I want to do now, I want to see if I can see that G31 on here as well. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to press Control on my keyboard and then press F, and that opens up this little search box here that you can see at the top right hand corner. Yeah, and what I'm going to do in there, I'm going to type in G31, and immediately it takes me then to my charge pressure sender, and you can see next to that is G42, air intake temp sensor. Well, I know the code for the boost sensor, so, and I know it's combined, so all I've got to do is look for G31 and then the intake air temp sender, which I didn't know the number of, the component code is there, G42. So if we go to get our diagram here, you can see we can move it around, and then because it's actually live, press the cross button there and it enlarges. Okay, pull it up. We can see G31 and G42, it's a combined sensor. This side is G31, yeah, which is my boost, so G42 is my temp sensor. So what I've got there, you can see I've got two wires. Yeah, it's a thermistor, so one of those is going to be a 5-volt reference and one of them is going to be a ground, because no, the Alldata's fine, mate. We've actually got permission from Alldata to use their stuff, so we've got no problems with that whatsoever. So we can see there G42, a two wire temp sensor. One's going to be a 5-volt, one's going to be a ground, and that the 5-volt is going to get pulled down. So literally all I had to do for that was back probe pin 2 and see what I had on there, and I had 400 millivolts on the yellow wire, and I had 40 millivolts on the brown wire. When I unplugged the sensor, this yellow wire immediately came back up to 5 volts. So when we unplug the sensor here, yeah, like I say, it was 400 millivolts. So I unplug the sensor and it jumps back up to 5 volts. How is my wire all the way back to the ECU? The answer is it's good. So I don't need to look. I don't need to look for a wiring fault. I don't need to go and find this 8-pin connector here or anything like that that's in the loom. I immediately know that my wire's good because it's 5 volts all the way back to the ECU. I then tested the brown wire with my test light to battery positive. Just dropped a test light to battery positive on it, and the test light lit up, so I know my ground's okay. So the only thing left it can be is that sensor there, short to ground. So a nice easy fix using Alldata. So then I can also go, like I say, the TSBs, general bulletins, the VAG stuff. The TSBs tend to be in German, which is a problem. Yeah, you know, which is a problem with the VAG stuff, because the TSBs on the VAG tend to be in German, which is not so clever. But then we can also, you know, there's all sorts of other stuff we can do. So component locations, fitting locations, control units, sensors and switches. Sensors and switches in the engine. So let's say I wanted to know, well, let's actually have a look in powertrain management. Okay, so we want the boost sensor, don't we? Turbocharger, air intake hose. So let's have a look here. Let's type in boost. Nothing for boost. Let's try pressure. Fuel pressure, vapor pressure. So nothing in there. So let's think VAG. What would they call it? They call it charge air. So let's have a look for charge air system. You see, then I clicked on that link. Intercooler components, turbocharger components. Yeah. So let's just have a look there. Right click, open a new tab. Hey up, Liam. TDM, how are you, mate? Yeah, hi Hussein. So we're on charge air. Let's have a look. Assembly overview, parts of charge air cooling. Open link in new tab. Again, everything there. So we can see immediately we come down. There's number 8. Charge air pressure sensor G31 with intake air temperature sensor G42 built into it. You're still in work? Are you grabbing, mate? Are you? Ladder drop. Cheers, Atty. We'll try that. Yeah. So there's a lot of information. A lot of information we can actually, glean from this. Service and repair procedures. Let's see if it comes up with anything. There we go. So filling the system. Filings in the pressure. Hey, that's a sad one. There are filings in the high pressure pump. Let's have a look what that says. Renew the following. Oh, so if you've got the filings in your pressure pump, you're renewing the pump, the lines, the rail, and the sender, and the injectors, and the return lines, and the fuel filter, and then you've got to fill it up and bleed it. So that's a bit sad, isn't it? So yeah, all in all, Alldata's a pretty good, a pretty good thing. I like it a lot. And they all follow, similar. So if we go back to vehicles now, go back to recent. So let's have a look at this Renault Megane. Again, we'll just have a quick look at powertrain. Yeah, electrical OE. Now the Renault stuff's again's a bit iffy, because you can see it's got all the engine, all the different engine codes for some reason. So let's go with the K9 K830. Opening new link. We'll close that. So this is the difference now with the Renault. So we've opened up straight away. What you can see, the Renault wiring diagram is an original wiring diagram from Renault, straight from the manufacturer. You can see it's a lot different than the Volkswagen, and every component has got a different component code. You can see this is obviously the engine ECU here, using the French colour designations, MAGR, NO, and it's got a component code of 120. But if we don't know what the component codes are, it's very, very easy, because down here we've got a legend. So let's say, for example, we want to look for, I don't know, an injector. So Control F again, and then let's just type in there injector or inject. So immediately we've got injection computer, our injectors, it gives us the component codes for our injectors. Water injection temperature sensor, injection air temp sensor, injector 5 cut-off solenoid. Yeah, Frank does some really good diesel stuff, but the best training on the market at the moment is James Dillon's Common Rail Diesel course. That's the best on the market at the moment. But Frank's got some awesome videos on YouTube. We also run a diesel training course that'll be coming back once the COVID nonsense is finished. So you can see the Renault wiring diagrams are a lot different, but they're not as scary as you first think they would be. They're not as scary as you would first think they are. Well, there's our 4 injectors. And then if we're wondering what, well, you know, we're seeing this here, so obviously this designates a twisted pair. Wow, 149, twisted pair, what's that there? So what we can do straight away, go down to our components legend, 149, TDC sensor, crank sensor. Yeah, so we can actually see there that our crank sensor is 2-pin, so it's going to be an AC signal. Yeah, and it's got a grey and green twisted pair. Yeah, going to J2 and J3 in the MA, that's brown, into MA is brown in the brown plug on the ECU. Renaults are awesome, mate. Yeah, I don't need steps to work on Renaults. Hey up, DB, how are you, mate? So then if we go, let's try another vehicle. Let's have a look for another vehicle, just so we can see the differences. A lot of VAG stuff there. So let's go for something a little bit easier. Let's go for 2014 Ford Focus. Let's say 1 litre eco fail. Well, when they started putting the French PSA stuff in Land Rover, what about the Ford and BMW rubbish that they were putting in, mate, as well? So we go down to Ford powertrain management, electrical OE. Let's go engine control with start stop. And we can see now the Ford diagrams are different again. We can also see we've got a 1 and a 2 there, so we've got sheet 1 and sheet 2. And then we have to make that considerably bigger. I should be able to, yeah, I can just scroll wheel it. So you can see there the 4 diagrams are different again. But again, these are the original diagrams, they're not redrawn. And then what we can also, if we also see here, for example, fuse 34, 10 amp, right? It will tell us where it's going. It actually highlights, so the diagrams on Fords are actually active. So it'll, you know, we hover over, click on that now. And we can see, we can follow that round and see where it goes round to a splice. And then we want to have a look at that splice, we click on that and it'll tell us where they are, and then also view affected systems. It'll take us, it should, there you go, so it takes us to rear distribution box engine control, so we can actually see where that goes. So the Ford diagrams are absolutely brilliant. It tells you where the connectors are, connector locations, connector pinouts. Yeah, so it tells you where the component location is, connector face view. And there you go, so it gives us the connector, the pinout, what colour the wire is, what diameter the wire is and everything. Pretty doggone cool. So what are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on Alldata then? I absolutely love it. I do. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I dropped AD a long time ago. Pro Grip. There's also I actually did I think it was a 2-hour live stream on Alldata a while back. If you go into the portal on SimplyDiag.net, you'll actually see the Alldata, in the Alldata section. There is a video that I did showing it in even more depth. Yeah, Wes, if you have a look at it, mate. Like I say, my go-tos are Alldata and Hella HGS. They're my go-to info systems. But I love Alldata purely for the fact that it's not redrawn. Yeah, yeah. Michael, I wouldn't bother with Autodata, mate. Alldata and Hella, you get the 2 of them for the same price as you'd pay for Autodata. Yeah, yeah. Alldata is absolutely fantastic. And like I say, you remember SimplyDiag.net. You fill in the form. Steve will give you a call. Tell him you've watched the video that I did. You've seen the live stream, and you'd like a free trial, and he sort that out for you. No problem. Yeah, house call. Yes and no, mate. The way I look at it is if you put £5 an hour on your hourly rate, if you put £5 an hour on your hourly rate, you can afford Alldata, Bosch ESI, Hella, Haynes, and possibly Autodata, all for that £5 an hour, mate. And believe it or not, the technical information is more important than the tools that you're using, mate. So instead of spending 50 quid on a test light from Snap-on, spend a fiver on a test light from eBay and 45 quid on data, mate. That's what I would do. if I had a choice between spending money on tools or technical information, I would spend it on the technical information. It is so much more important than the stuff that you've got in your toolbox. Um, like I say, Hella and Alldata are partners with SimplyDiag.net with SDN, so they'll look after you and sort you out. So um, the Haynes Pro comes in with, you can get that subscription in with the Autocom from Diagnostic Connections. The go-to guy on Hella is speak to Darren Darling, mate, on the portal. Yeah, yeah. Speak to Darren for like I say, for Hella. Speak to Darren Darling. For the Alldata, they've actually got a section on the portal with an online form that you can fill in. That's right. That's right, mate. Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's not raining, and maybe I'll get another couple of jobs, and hopefully I might even get a video out of this S Max, this Galaxy I'm going to tomorrow. So yeah, fingers crossed. Like I say, I'm expecting a parcel any day now. So we're gonna get a few videos out there. Hopefully, a few more videos anyway. We're still all right. We've still not dropped any frames whatsoever, and we've been live for 44 minutes. So that can't be bad. Mm. Any of you got any questions or anything you want to have a chat about? I'm not doing anything else. House call, mate. It's. I can see what you're saying there. Turn your hobby into a profession, and you've got to take it slowly. I haven't got a shop, mate. I'm mobile. I started off with absolutely nothing. Cheers, TDM, mate. Thanks very much for your support, mate. Um, Over Christmas, New Year, all the messages and that. Thank you very, very much, mate. It means a lot to me. Cheers, pal. Have a great evening. Yeah, I was called seriously, mate. The money that you spend on technical information and training is real. It's more important than the tools that you've got. And we've actually, um, I'm actually going to do a video. I put a post up in the Simply Diag YT group, and also in the portal. So what I'm saying is, the back of the Lexus, the back of Thunderbird 2, best way to dry my tools after it's chucked down. If you go onto me toolbox tour video, it's a very, very old one now, but there's some rust blocker. I can't even remember the name of the spray now. I use rust blocker and I wipe my tools down after that. But the other thing I've got is I went to Argos and I bought a 99 quid dehumidifier and I put it in my van. So literally, I pull my van up, plug my van into the mains, and the dehumidifier goes on, and that stops it all. And then when it gets really, really cold, I've also got a panel heater in the van that I turn on. Yeah, that's right, Simon. Technical information, training, Simon. Every training event I go to, Simon's there. I can't think what that spray's called. It's a rust blocker. It's in my toolbox tour video, mate. It's got orange writing on it. I think it's either orange or red writing on the spray bottle, and it really does work. And then we've got what else have we got from that? Then we've got um, like I say, the dehumidifier. That's 3 years old now. Never missed a beat. No, it's a house call. It's not PB Blaster. It's called something else. I can't think what it's called now. but it's there in me video. Just scroll through, you'll see it. It's like a white spray bottle with orange or red XCP. That's it, Simon. That's it. XCP rust blocker. It's brilliant. It is. Yeah, it really is. It's good stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. Or the other thing is how not to get your tools wet in the first place is don't go to it when it's raining. Yeah. Yeah. Training technical information and limit your spending on tools. Oh, definitely, Simon. I mean, you know, literally, I've got a whole section in my bookmarks for all the different portals. Yeah, I've literally got a whole section of them. So no sleep. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, the third part, the two failures and one good one. We've had a good one. Yeah, yeah. Wes, you're right. I mean, what you got to remember is Hella's a very good technical information system, an all-round system. But there's only so much stuff that they can put in. The same with Alldata. You know, Alldata's got its big gaps, but if you fill in an info request, so for example, if I just go back to this screen here, yeah, if we go into info center, you can see my requests. Yeah, so these are vehicles that I've sent requesting for. Yeah, for example, what 8th of the 7th 2020, I sent an info request in and I asked for documents, and then of course these were in German, so this would have been TSBs, I would imagine. So there you go, TSBs. A quick Google Translate, and it got me what I needed. And I think we were looking for the setups for turbos and software levels. This was the one that I went down to Swanley Garage. Is there what? A Nissan Wing Road 1990. I doubt there'll be a 1996 vehicle in there, mate. But we can have a look. Oh, there is. Right, so 1996 Nissan. No, that's all we've got for 1996. But what we can also see, if we look there, did you notice that then? What they have got now? Got Jaguar, a Land Rover. So we can get Jag and Land Rover OEM information now. Click on that. And let's say we want info on an X250 XF. You can see the little star there. It was greyed out, and the little star there. Click on that. It brings our info. What we've got to do is put our VIN in there. The problem we've got, any DTCs and symptoms, what information we want. We can put attachments on if we want, so pictures of fault codes or whatever of the chassis number, stuff like that, and then send that, and they'll either give me. Oh, you shouldn't have seen my phone number then. Never mind. They'll send you that information then back, so we can get Jag Land Rover information as well. Movano stuff. I'm pretty sure I've done Movano. I've done info request Movano stuff, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a very good system. It really is a very good system, and you know, I wouldn't be without it at all. Yeah, I really wouldn't be without it. And you can ask for all sorts of things. So what's here? There's one that 5th of 12th 2020. Wonder what that is. Let's have a look. Cooling fans in up. right? So they're telling me there because it was a DS, yeah, they didn't have a license for that, so they couldn't help me with that one. Peugeot, what was that? Let's have a look. So there you go. I asked for a Peugeot, engine warning on display, and you can see there he sent me technical notes, PDFs, the PDF of the fault code, you know, fault conditions, wiring diagram. Again, you see original wiring diagrams to chassis number, not been redrawn or anything. Yeah, Craig, they've been saying for years about JLR, and it never materialised for years and years and years, but it is there now. So yeah, yeah. Hey up, Steve's in here. Hey up, Steve. I didn't see you pop in, mate. Good evening, happy New Year. Right, so is there a reason why the JLR stuff has to be applied for? As far as I'm aware, it's just because they're still populating the database, mate. So what they do is when you request it, they then add it to the database in each update. I think is the answer to that, mate. When they first brought Nissan on, you know, a lot of the Nissan stuff was the same way. Was greyed out, but you can see now, you know, most of the Nissan stuff's in there, apart from like the cab star, but you can request it. So you know, it's just as and when they order it. So yeah, it really is. It's you know, it's pretty cool. So then let's I don't know, let's pick that a Nissan. So again, the same thing. We can go vehicle there, electrical OE. But what it does have also, the Nissan, because it's the OE information. Click on DTCs, codes by number, B codes, C codes, P codes, U codes. So let's say we've got PO 340 or whatever. P code charts. Right click on that. It tells you where it is. Yeah, so to visually look at the sensor for chipping. It tells us the terminals, the polarity, ohms resistance. Go back, and you notice there, so it gives you testing for that. But then we've also got, if we go down to powertrain management, electrical OE, engine control. So we've got system, which is a schematic or the wiring diagram itself. Right click, open a new tab. And there's our Nissan, our original Nissan wiring diagrams. Yeah, not redrawn, all original, straight from the manufacturer. Hey up, David. With connector locations, pin numbers. It's obviously a bit blurry because I've got it blown up for you guys. But you can see the connector locations, pin, wire colours, all that sort of stuff. Really, really cool. And then again, diagnostic flow, also system related diagnostics, all sorts of stuff. Component locations. DTC logic, mate, yeah. Where was that? No, that wasn't it, was it? Was it that one? No. No. Where's it gone? Where did it go to, mate? So let's... It was there, wasn't it? Pico charts. So let's have a look at that one for the PO. So there's component inspection. There's your diagnostic procedure. And there's your DTC logic. So that's your procedure. Hey up, Barry. How are you, mate? So that's your diagnostic procedure, okay, from Nissan. You don't normally get this level on a lot of manufacturers. And then your DTC logic's there. Yeah, so it tells you signals not sent for the first few seconds, not sent during engine running, not in the normal pattern during engine running. Possible cause, preconditioning, and then a flow chart. Yeah, I give you a special mention before, Barry, with your giveaway, mate, with the doobly doo. What do you call it? The hotel. This little fella. I'm saying I've still got to give it. Still got the. I'm not turning it round because my address is on the back of it. But yeah, still got that to unbox and give away. Yeah, Alldata is fantastic. It's winner winner chicken dinner. It really is. Yeah, it really is. There's my camera. There you go. There's my camera back. So yeah, Alldata really is fantastic. Oh, just what's that there from Karsten? Hi and happy new year. Hi Karsten, how are you? Check diagnose Dan's new DDTSB. Ah, I saw that. Yeah, he's got some. He's. It says error. It won't let me show it, mate. Won't let me show it. So Carson says, hi and happy new year. Check diagnose Dan's new ddtsb.com. So that's this TSB software that he's got involved in. So yeah, looks quite good. Yeah. So there we go. So we've been live on air now. I've been waffling now for an hour. Has anybody got any questions before I go off and enjoy me little weed ram? Cheers, happy new year, good health to you all. My coffee's cold now. Yeah, I'm busy watching a series on Amazon at the minute called The 100. Yeah, it's all about the aftermath of a nuclear event. It all seems quite relevant at the minute. Just sharpening my machetes up and getting my bulletproof vest ready when the world falls apart. Yeah, it's a good series. That it really is. I'm quite enjoying it. It's a bit predictable. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's a bit predictable, and it's very frustrating in that you can see that the mistakes that they're making as they make them, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, hopefully, I'll call it well. Hopefully, mate, it'll be a fantastic new year, and like I say, we're both on the Facebook group YT and SimplyDiag.net, mate. We've got a fantastic community there. If you need any help whatsoever with going mobile, then just shout up. There's enough of us mobile techs on there to give you a hand. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm on series 3 now. I think I could soon tell you what I'm on. Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 8. I'm on at the minute. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Season 3, episode 8. I've only just started going back on YouTube. I think I posted about it the other at the weekend. I watched one of Scanner Danner's videos, and it was a nice, easy way of getting back in. Yeah, that's it, mate. You do it. I started off exactly the same way, mate. Like I say, from years and years and years overseas, came back, everything had changed. I had no credit score, no workshop, no tools, and everything had changed. And I just started off. Yeah, John, that is an absolutely brilliant series, The Bodyguard. Yeah, that is brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, Craig, I had my own garage, and that's literally that's what forced me to go to Africa. I just got fed up of being tied to front doors, mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really, really. It was nice to think that all my kit would be in one place and always set up. But if you say you open at half 8, you've got to open the doors at half 8, and you've got to stay till 5 o'clock. Whereas being mobile, at any point in the day or during the job, you can get back in, turn the key, and go. So, um, yeah, yeah, it is all changing to electric. Yeah, yeah, Mike, awesome, mate. Get yourself, yeah, part time. I do it part time. I mean, I went out today. I was out what 2.5 hours out the house in total. Four jobs. Diag paid the bills for the day. Nice easy start. You know, you don't have to if you charge the right money. You don't have to. You know, you don't have to rush around being a busy fool. Charge the right money, do the job right. So again, we're gonna same. We did the competition on the Facebook group and in the portal. The back of Thunderbird 2. So we've got the boot space only, the luggage compartment. That's all we've got. We can't put anything on the seats. We can only fit what we can put in the luggage compartment with the tonneau cover closed. What would you use for your go-to Diag kit? Okay. So there's like I say, there's a post on the portal and there's a post on SimplyDiag YT. Have a think about what you would actually need to do 90% of Diag work. And it can the kit that you put in the vehicle can has to stay in the cases and it can only go in the boot. Have a think about it. Yeah, have a think about it. What you do? We're gonna do a video, and the best recommendation, and I think at the minute Barry's actually winning at the minute. The best recommendation, we're going to actually do a video of me loading the vehicle out with the recommendation, and then we'll see whether I need to add anything or take anything out. So that's going to be a live video. House girl, it doesn't matter, mate. I started off me life as a carpenter, mate, as an apprentice carpenter. So it's never too late to change the direction in your life, mate. But like I say, that if I can give you any advice, my advice would be focus all your expenditure on training and technical information, mate. And the tools don't matter. Buy whatever you need to buy off eBay and Amazon, second hand, whatever. Um, your primary expenditure has to be training and tech information, mate, and you'll do all right. You'll do really, really good. So, yeah. I wish you all the best, mate. Wish you all the luck in the world. Yeah, Paul DB, you're right. Paul is brilliant. He's a very very good friend of mine. He's a personal. I count him as a personal friend. He's helped me an awful amount. He helped me get into YouTube. But more than that, behind the scenes, he's a very very good friend. He really is a top bloke. Mm. So what's that? Mike's a locomotive engineer. Sandy Anderson on YouTube. He's a locomotive driver. He's a train driver. Yeah, so if you have a look at for Sandy Anderson on YouTube, he's actually a train driver. He only does it part time. Um, yeah, he manages all right. So, you know, Sandy's always putting videos out. So yeah. Like I say, wherever you started, it's got absolutely no bearing on where you finish up. If you want it bad enough, you'll get there. So yeah. And with that, we've been live now for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna put my feet up, watch the 100, enjoy me one whiskey. I'm not gonna have more than one because I'm working. Hey up, Andy's in the house. Hey up, Andy. You joined in, mate. I'm just about to knock off. I'm just gonna sit down now and have a relax. Simon, same as me, mate. Yeah, same as me, mate. I didn't know what to take out with me today, so I just took the whole van. And he used about 1% of what I was driving round. So it's a van full of gear, and I didn't need 99% of it. So with that, like I say, we've been going an hour and 10 minutes now. Thank you ever so much for your support while I've been offline. Thank you for tuning in tonight. If you're not already a member, please consider joining us on SimplyDiag.net. There is a free option. Night, Mum. God bless. That's Mother Scott going to bed. Yeah, consider joining SimplyDiag.net. If you know, there's a free option as well if you can't afford a monthly subscription. And then we've also got SimplyDiag YT, and it is possible to work out the back of a car. I'll show you that. We'll get the video. So get your suggestions in. You all know what gear I've got. Get your suggestions in for a loadout. Like I say, the only prerequisite, it can only fit in the luggage compartment with the tonneau cover closed. And then we'll see whether we take anything out or put anything in. So, thanks for watching. Grammy, everybody, you're awesome. Good night. God bless. Thank you very much.